Sup, everybody? How's everybody doing? Welcome to another Tuesday night episode edition of the outdoor edition. So gonna go do that right now, and that episode starts right now. See how many people get up in here. I mean, I'm pretty straightforward. I mean, I tell people that a lot of Tuesdays I hang out with my best friend, and I hang out. Some days I'll hang out. On some other days it depends, but a lot of times Tuesday works the best. So, social life and everything. So figured I'm always going to do it. I mean, always going to do it no matter what. I always got this device. I'm always going to do it outside no matter what the situation is. Thanks, Nick Cooper. Happy Pride Month to you as well. I mean, not really my thing, because I'm just me. Even though I'm gay, that's sure it's my identity and stuff like that. But I'll go to some events. Pride events are fun and whatnot. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't it's not all of me, but it's a part of me. It is my it is my sexuality and everything. But does it define me? Yeah, it's a part of me, but it's not something that's it's not something that is something that, everything is just all about that. I'm a dude and I like other dudes. There's nothing about the gender, this or that. I'm just a dude and I like dick, I like guys and I like guys' dicks, that's I like guys' dicks, I like guys' asses, I like guys' bodies, and, that's me. That's me. But, what's on the agenda tonight? Well, basically, it's one of those episodes. It's one of the outdoor editions. It's one of the outdoor editions. How's everybody doing? Corrado as well. Don't be fooled by the fucking distractions that they all want to put out there. It's just like the distraction that Trump and Netanyahu were fucking fighting and everything else. Really, the fucking Zionist cocksucker, one of the biggest fucking Zionist cocksuckers imaginable, is fucking fighting. Just like he had no idea that fucking Ukraine was going to attack fucking Russia. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Everybody knew it was coming. Okay, these fucking war pigs all know this shit's coming, but they just want to distract you like a bunch of fucking seals, so you can sit there and be like, "Orf, orf, orf," and then just eat it. You're basically just bouncing a fucking ball off your nose. You're bouncing a fucking ball off your nose like a fucking seal. All right, everyone knows that this shit is planned. Okay, all this shit is fucking planned. Just why do you think Lindsey Graham is out there, that fucking scumbag who on last night's stream, I fucking obliterated off the fire, nuked him off the fucking planet. So, for those of you who didn't see that episode, I'd definitely go back and watch last night's episode. But it's all a fucking distraction. Every single bit of it is all a distraction. They want to keep the fucking masses distracted. Just like they were trying to distract you. They were distracting you 2-3 decades ago and even longer. When, they're worried about that. Oh, Bill Clinton getting a fucking blowjob in the Oval Office. Why the fuck do you think they do that? They do it because it's distractions. They all do this stuff, it's distraction. Just like you don't think that everyone else knows that Lindsey Graham is fucking threatening a peace activist who's trying to stop the fucking genocide in Israel. Do you really think that? You really think that anyone else is trying to stop that? Did you really? You really honestly think that? You think these assholes don't know? Do you honestly think that these fucking assholes who are running shit, do you not think that they talk to Zionists? Do you think that they not talk to the Zionist puppet regime in Ukraine? Do you honestly think that they don't talk to them? Of course they do. It's just like they fucking knew. They knew that this fucking attack was coming. They knew. And I'm telling you right now, they fucking knew. You're not gonna sit here and tell me otherwise. They fucking knew that he was gonna go out there and fucking attack Russia. He knew exactly what it was about. He knew exactly what it was fucking about. Just like all this stuff about Netanyahu and Trump fighting. Oh my God, Trump saying this, no more weapons to fucking Israel. It's just it's all for the fucking walruses to sit there and be like, oh my God. That's all it is. That's all it is. They're lying to you. They think you're stupid. They think that you're fucking stupid, and they think that they want to put you. They want to fucking force feed you this fucking Kool-Aid this fucking Zionist Kool-Aid, and more people are waking up to it. Like, people less and less are buying the shit. Yes, I know, Credo. I've already answered that question before. I've already talked about that. When you call someone that, you don't win the argument. I've already answered that question before. It's just one of those things. Like they think you're fucking stupid, and they think that you're just gonna sit there and be like, oh, you're so mad at him. Oh my God, he's so mad at him. No, Trump was never mad at Netanyahu. They probably fucking blow each other every fucking night. Just like you think Biden was upset with fucking. It's just like, do you ever think that? Yeah, exactly. No. Bro, when we say Republicans, we're not talking about the neocons. Like, yeah, W. Bush? No. He's a fucking scumbag piece of shit, responsible for the deaths of 1 million fucking Iraqis in a war based on a lie. We know this one. Oh, we know this one. 1 million slaughtered Iraqis in a war based on a lie. It was all for fucking oil and imperialism. We all know that's what it was for. We all know that it was for the fucking oil. We all knew that. Like, are you kidding me? We all know that that's what it was. We all knew it was for the fucking oil. Just like all the wars are. All the wars for the fucking U.S. empire are all for the oil industry, the big industry, to steal your... That's what they do. They go to Muslim countries and they bomb the fuck out of them and blow up their homes and fucking rob their oil and their resources, and then they wonder why, in Iran they don't like us. They call us the great Satan and everything else, because we are the great fucking Satan. You kidding me? Our fucking government is satanic. Our government is a bunch of fucking war criminals. They're fucking evil. Our politicians are fucking evil. You know, it's like, you think what, Iran is supposed to just sit there and play nicey nice with the fucking U.S. empire? They don't trust the U.S. empire. They're right not to trust the U.S. empire. They didn't even trust us when Obama and John Kerry were trying to get that deal with Iran about no nuclear weapons, which was bullshit. And then the Republicans are like, well, the only reason they were upset about it was because Obama wasn't going hard enough on them. Oh, Obama wasn't bombing the shit out of them and everything else. And that's not giving Obama credit or nothing. Like, no. Iran is right to call us the great Satan. The U.S. government is the great Satan. Are you kidding me? Actually, I think Pisrael and the U.S. empire are the big fucking Satans of the world. They are. We are. Because that's what they are. The U.S. government is the biggest fucking terrorist organization that there ever was. There has never been a bigger terrorist on planet Earth than the U.S. government. They fucking murder and maim and destroy people's lives every part of the globe. No matter where it was, Vietnam, whether it was in Vietnam, Korea, whether it's in the Middle East, Latin America, the Caribbean, well, even in parts of Europe, Serbia, Bosnia, all these different places, Argentina, Chile, Panama, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Cuba, Venezuela, sanctions, boycotts, regime change. That's what America does. America doesn't, it's not good. You think our government stands for anything good? But yet then we tell, Russia shouldn't invade a country. Oh yeah, Russia shouldn't invade a country. And like, we're trying to act like we're the good guys up in here. Yeah, we Americans are the good ones here, right? Yeah, totally, man. Oh yeah, we're the spreaders of freedom and democracy. China's the bad one. China's gonna take over Taiwan and everything else. Bullshit. It's fucking rightfully theirs anyway, so it doesn't matter. They have every right to. Taiwan belongs to them. Just like that part of Ukraine, just like that eastern region in Ukraine wanted to be a part of them. They all wanted to be a part of that. Which, by the way, that wasn't for me. Don't worry. You know, almost for a second I thought they were going to, so. I don't care, even if it is, I don't give a fuck, even if it is. There has been election fraud. Bro, there's been election fraud in fucking everything. Bro, there's election fraud in fucking everything. A lot of it is it's kind of a question you don't really have a straight answer about. It's not really a question you have a straight answer about. Bro, none of the elections are ever free and fair. Are you kidding me? You think you think any elections are free and fair? Like, are you in America? We have the right to vote. We let scumbags vote. We let the Bushes vote. We let Nancy Pelosi vote. We let Kamala Harris vote. We let Biden vote. We let these fucking scumbags vote, bro. Like, yeah, America, we have such great integrity, right? Yeah, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, totally, man. It's like, yeah, we have such great integrity, right, man? So, yeah, anyway, how's everybody? Yeah, but no, like our elections. Yeah, I mean, but bro, it's so funny, like they don't let felons vote, but yet they sit there and they accuse, they don't let felons vote. But that's the craziest part of the whole situation. They let felons vote, but they let scumbags who are worse than any so-called felon, you know? They like that's the silliest part. Like they let the shittiest people vote. That's the crazy part about it. They let people like just literal war criminals vote. I'm saying this as fucking cop cars go. I mean, I don't give a shit. Hey, it's called the First Amendment. Not like they can, well, you never know. I mean, that doesn't mean that they won't try to fucking violate it, but that's got nothing to do with me, so who cares? Anyway, now I don't want to draw too much attention towards the fucking cops, so I'm gonna kinda maybe, I don't know, because it's like, I stand over there, because I kind of stand over in that direction. So, like, I'm kind of over there. So, none of our elections are, bro. Like they'll always cry about it no matter what. I mean, that's not... I mean, I'm sure there are cases where they've done it, but I'm not saying anything about Trump. They asked you to leave the area. Be like, well, no, they can't because I actually fucking live here, so they can't fucking say anything. Have to suffer because of the terrorists. Yeah, well, bro, we're the world's biggest fucking terrorists. That's what we are. We are the world's biggest terrorists. That's what we fucking are. Like, are you kidding me? All the civilians around the fucking globe, because America is desperate for fucking oil and imperialism and fucking, and, you know, all that type of stuff. But we're gonna sit here and act like we're the good guys and everything. Nah, never mind. They're fucking driving off, so who cares? I think they got better things to worry about than worry about me. So anyway, I'm going to go back to my original spot here. So, yeah, they can't tell me to leave the fucking area because, you know, my apartment complex is like right to the side. So it's not like, oh, they can fucking say, oh, you got to leave. I'm like across the street anyway, so. Yeah, I'm too fat to stand up. Yeah, well, that's what they all say. Who gives a fucking rat's ass, dude? That's what they all say. Yes, I know, bro. We know this, okay? We don't need to repeat this again and again. We know this stuff. It's not the point. That's not even the point of what I'm even trying to say anyway. It's the fact that he would say about fine people on both, like, yeah, he did fucking say that. Biden would say the same thing about people if it was about him. You don't think that H.W. Bush had fucking neo-Nazis on his side? Of course he fucking did. I mean, I'm not praising John McCain or anything like that, because McCain was a piece of shit too. But I'm gonna say this. W. Bush, the fucking pinhead banana head of a fucking retarded ass inbred son, his fucking campaign was chastising John McCain because someone in the administration whatever birthed a fucking black child or something. Running for presidency. I mean, what kind of question is that? They don't charge any of the politicians. They didn't charge W. Bush when he slaughtered 1 million Iraqis. What makes you think they're gonna get Trump on anything? They didn't get Trump. They didn't get Obama for the fucking drone strikes. They didn't get him for that. So what makes you think they're going to get Trump? They ain't going to get Trump. They're not going to get Trump. They're not going to get Bush. They're not going to get any of them. If you're a sitting American president, you can be a fucking war criminal and get away with it. That's what it is. It's natural, not even natural immunity, whatever the fuck it's called. You know, you got some protected status or something, right? It's all about that protected status, you know? That's all it is. It's this bullshit protected status. It's not anything like, it's like, what, bro, they're not going to get him in office. And it has nothing to do with, it has nothing to do with because, they're just protecting Trump. No, they'll protect anybody. That's the thing. They'll protect anybody. Has nothing to do with all the systems you saw because of Trump. No, they'll get Trump because of everything. Yeah, they charge journalists. Chelsea Manning. They went after, let's not forget. I mean, Edward Snowden, obviously. Obama was the one acting all authoritarian about that when it came to whistleblowers. Obama, John Kerry, Hillary Clinton, they were all trying to go after fucking whistleblowers. The Patriot Act started under W. Bush, and then it continued with Obama, and then the rest of them. They go after journalists for speaking the truth. Just look at how they try to carry people out of buildings for protesting against genocide. Them trying to protest the politicians and shit. That's what they do. We only have free speech in name only. Like that's the only thing. You actually try to fucking protest. I don't care. I would protest them all day long. I don't care if I went to jail. I would challenge them. I would challenge them any day of the fucking week. But it has nothing to do with the system protects Trump. The system fucking protects anybody. But the thing is, they'll only go after Trump when he doesn't act like a good stooge. Like if Trump accidentally admits, we are in Syria trying to fucking steal their oil, which is what the American empire does. That's all the U.S. government does is steal other people's fucking resources and act like a giant terrorist organization and steal their fucking land and their resources and their oil. So when Trump accidentally admits, we are in Syria stealing their oil. We are there trying to steal their fucking oil and shit. Then they'll try to go after Trump for some phony bullshit. But then they try to go after, but they won't go after him for any real things that actually matters. Like, you can't go after him for for January 6th. I mean, after all, January 6th was the best thing that ever happened to the fucking U.S. empire. The U.S. empire couped itself. I'm not saying it was a good thing, but I'm saying it was the best thing that happened to the U.S. empire because it exposed them for the bunch of fucking hypocrites that they are. It exposed them for the fucking hypocrites that they are. They don't go after the real people. No, we have to go after Russia. Yeah, exactly. We got to go after Russia. Oh, yeah. You're going to sit there and tell me that they didn't know about the fucking attacks on Russia. Give me a fucking break. Of course they knew. They knew all along that Ukraine was going to attack them. You really think Trump was going to stop it? You really think that Trump was going to get along with Putin? You really think he was going to be a good, totally, man. He was going to be such a good one. And yeah, get the fuck out of here. It's all theater. It's all fucking theater for the fucking sheeple to listen to. It's all a fucking stage for the fucking sheeple to listen to. They said that. It's not even remotely believable, and nobody should even be fucking believing it. I don't believe in it, because I believe nothing that they say. The fuck should I believe them? I don't believe them. It wouldn't even matter, because I don't believe in them. It's not one of those situations where it's like, it doesn't even have to do with one thing versus the other. It doesn't have to do with Trump or anybody. If you're a sitting American president and you act like a good fucking slave to the U.S. empire, they won't do anything to you, except if you actually do something that they don't like. That's the thing. They accidentally say something like, Trump was only right by accident about certain shit. And it's not like he's doing anything to stop it anyway, because he's too dumb to stop it anyway. They're all fucking slaves. They're all put in. They're all puppets. They're put in. They're all selected. Presidents are not elected. They are selected. That's what they are. These fucking sitting puppets are fucking slaves to the fucking Zionism and to the big banks and to the Rothschilds and all them. And to these fucking special interest groups and everything else. They're not doing anything good for me. Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. Then if he did got charged, he's still running for president. Well, dude, even if he could still run and commit criminal shit and get elected. You don't think that all the others would get charged with criminal shit? No, of course they did. Of course they did. They would. And they have. You're not going to tell me that there weren't other crimes you could get these assholes on before they were in there or whatever. You know, it's not. I mean, they should, but it's not going to matter because there's nothing they're going to fucking do anyway. So you don't even bother worrying about, oh, they should do this or do. They're not going to do anything about it. They don't care about you. And if you think that, you're wasting your time. You're fucking wasting your time. They don't give a shit about you. They never do. They never have. So I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, yeah, they so totally care about me and my interests. No, they fucking don't. It's like, oh, yeah, they sit here, they care about you and this and that. Yeah. Suck the fucking corporate cock. Maybe that'll get you 2 or 3 points. I don't speak that, so I don't know what they're saying. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I don't speak corporate cock sucking. Sorry, I don't speak that. Sorry, I don't speak sucking Zionist cock, so I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what you're saying. It's like all that shit. You sit here and tell me that. No. Sit here and try to believe it. Just like try to believe the shit with fucking... No. Russia has every right to defend its fucking sovereignty. No. Russia has every right to defend its fucking sovereignty. NATO's the one that started. I mean, it's a NATO-backed fucking war anyway, so... Russia's in the right. Russia's stronger than it's ever been. The sanctions only fucked over the countries that were involved in NATO. That's the reason why all the prices of everything went sky high and nothing ever came back down. And Trump ain't going to bring it back down. None of them are going to bring it back down. The cost of living, it's a fucking planned thing. They plan for the cost of living to go up and wages to go down. That's what it is. They've always planned for this. This has always been a plan. This has always been a plan for them. They've never made wages better for the American worker. They haven't since the early 90s. They haven't since at least then. Oh no, another dumbass NATO backer, not surprised. What the fuck were they even saying? They were typing in some other language. I couldn't even see what they were even saying. I don't even know what they were saying. They were typing in some other language. I don't know if that's Chinese or Japanese or... I don't even know what the fuck it even was. I don't even know what language that even was. Whoa. What, did someone translate what they were saying? No, like, they're not going to care about you. Just like Democrats will tax you on everything except breathing. They'll tax you on your income, your sales, your fucking food, and your everything else. And then the fucking MAGAs will tax you on fucking trade. They believe in taxes for their own, and then the Democrats will chastise them, like Maura Healey will chastise Trump, because she's a fucking hypocrite, because we all know tax and spend. Maura Healey has never met a tax that she didn't love or hike, or at least attempt to hike. Okay? And then you sit here, and then you got Trump, and then the others accusing this side of tax hikes and shit, but yet you assholes are about tax hikes yourselves. You're no different. You're all about fucking tax and trade and shit. You're all about tax and trade. The Democrats just want to tax you for fucking breathing. They all want to tax you. What are you getting out of those taxes? I don't have a public health care plan. I don't have public health care. I don't have better infrastructure. I don't have better standards for myself. I mean, it's as good as it's gonna get in fucking America. I mean, you gotta fucking work for it, you gotta sit there and fucking work for it. There's a lot of things I like and I have, and I was able to put myself in a position where I can go wherever the fuck I want and buy whatever the fuck I want, but I have to do it within reason. I can't sit there and spend everything that I want, because I can't. Now, obviously, you got to be an adult, take responsibility, do all that type of stuff. Trump wants to also tax people. Yeah, he does. Tariffs are taxes. That's what Richard Wolff said. And Richard Wolff said this to Danny Haiphong. Richard Wolff and Danny Haiphong are very good on this issue. They're good on most of the issues anyway. They're really good. I'm a big fan of Richard Wolff. He's a good guy. Danny Haiphong's also really good too. But it all has to do with it's all taxation. It's all taxation. And look, I'm not one of these fucking capitalists that act like, oh, taxes are bad because we don't want social services for people. No, taxes in America are bad. Like the state, local taxes, federal taxes, they're bad. Do you know why they're bad? They're not bad for any reason except because they tax you and you get nothing in return for it. We don't have free healthcare. We don't have free healthcare like the rest of the modern world. We don't have better education. We don't have our fucking generation just getting dumber every fucking passing year. Generation get fucking, it's to keep, that's the reason why they don't want to spend money on this, but they want to tax you and think that you're getting something out of it, but you're not. You're not getting anything out of it. You're not getting a public option on healthcare. You're not getting better education. In fact, the education system is getting worse. Education is getting worse with everything. With every generation and this generation and everything else. It just goes down. Healthcare goes down. Our education system is a joke. Our education system doesn't teach you how to think, how to do things, how to have critical thinking skills. Our education system in this country teaches you to be a fucking slave to the U.S. empire. Our education system in this country teaches you not to think, not to have critical thinking skills. They teach you to want to believe everything that the media says. That's where the stereotype about this country is. Because our mediocre education system, and even these people with so-called degrees, they go to all these universities, and you think any of these fucking idiots are smart? You think any of these scientists or anything? And that's like what that one commentator on the Why People Hate the USA page, like, what was that kid's name, like C.T. Mason or something? He was 100% accurate. He said this like 7-8 years ago. And it's more true now than it is ever. Because the system in this country is to keep you dumbed down. That's why they censor you, try to shadow ban anybody that says anything that is actually true that's going on in the world. That's why they keep you dumbed down, they keep your wages down, but they keep your taxes up. And both sides are doing it. So don't ever think there for a second. They want you to be a fucking slave. But I'm not. I am not a slave to the fucking U.S. empire. Because I am not. I refuse to be. And you will never sit there and convince me or tell me otherwise. Because I do the least American things. Well, I only have some American things. I mean, I'm getting, I'm slimming down a bit because, obviously I like to walk around. Obviously, like walking around these streams and everything, does me a lot of favors, But I'm not exactly skinny or anything. But I'll tell you right now, I'm also loud and shit. I'm also, I'm a loud fucking talker. The education system's like the chum bucket. Yeah. And forward that to when I quote what I said is, you're a human scumbag. Yeah, pretty much. But it's been that way. Okay? It's been that way. They think you have choice. You don't. You don't have choice. They don't have choice because they rigged the system in favor of change. You have to start with change at the local level. You have to start with change at the local level, but you also can't do it the way the liberals do it, because the only way that the liberals do it is they only teach you about, to be this gender or the this and the that and the gender and LGBTQ, the fucking alphabet language and everything else. No. I'm a gay man and I don't believe in that shit because that's just a way for the liberals to try to do it so they can own the other side. That's not the way to do it. Because I'm not going to sit here. I don't sit there and I don't believe in that shit. The basic human rights doesn't come to whether or not they're protecting you. They ain't protecting you. The government's not fucking protecting you. Okay, they're not protecting you. They're not protecting you. They're looking out for themselves. They're not looking out for you. The thing that you got to do is The biggest human rights ever is to be able to afford everyday life. The ability to afford food and water and shelter are the biggest human rights of all. Not whether or not you have the right to be this gender or that gender. You can be whatever the fuck you want. You want to identify as a lamppost, go right ahead. You know, I mean, that's nothing. That's nothing. You've always had that right. I have the right to marry. Oh, yeah, big deal. You know, it's like whatever. Okay, I do. I have the same rights as everyone else, but some of us don't have the same rights because people that have less money don't have the same rights as everyone else. If you're a low middle income person like me, I'm telling you right now, you don't got the same rights as everyone else. You don't. You don't have the same rights as everyone else. People struggling to put food on the table, being able to afford their rent, being able to afford surgery or health care or whatever. I don't deal with the fucking healthcare system in this country. I don't. And anyone who says, oh, you should see this doctor, you should see this whatever. No, I don't do it. I don't fucking do it. I do not bother with the system. I don't want them taking my money. I will never give my money to them. I will never give my money to them. Unless my family drags my ass to the hospital and I'm like practically fucking half dead on the ground, then yeah, maybe in that situation, yes. But other than that, I take care of myself. I take care of myself, my own health. I know what to do to keep myself healthy. I don't need a bunch of shit. I don't need a bunch of sugar and fast food. You know, I mean, I do like some fast food every now and again, but that's moderation. I don't need a fucking doctor to tell me to do this, to do that, and blah, 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 blah. No, because I take care of myself. I fund my own health. I'm not going to give my money. I'm not going to spend all this money in doing it because I'm not giving my money to the fucking big pharma, to the for-profit healthcare system. Now, granted, if we had affordable, publicly funded public healthcare like the rest of the world, then yeah, we would. But I'm not going to sit there and give my money to them. Bro, I haven't gotten a flu shot in like 5 years. Okay? Let that sink in. I'm not saying I'm against vaccines or nothing like that. I'm just saying I don't trust the fucking system. I don't want them putting shit in me. Cause I don't. Cause I'm not a fucking... I don't want them putting fucking shit in me. I don't want the fucking FDA to put a bunch of shit in my system. I've never even gotten the flu. I haven't had the flu since I was like fucking 10 years old. So I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with that system. Hey, you know what? I'm going to live my life the way I live my life. I'm not dealing with the fucking medical system in this country. I will not do it. I'd have to be dead and buried on the ground. I'd have to be like half dead dragon. My family would probably sacrifice that, but that's about it. You're not going to sit there and say otherwise because I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not saying. I don't deal with the system. I have all the respect in the world for doctors and nurses and firefighters, everything else. I have all the respect in the world for them. Now, cops is a different story. I mean, cops are fucking, power hungry and everything else. I don't trust them for the most part either. And, they're not there to, protect and serve, all that type of stuff. No. What I believe in is you need self-regulation to help yourself. I don't need the fucking system in this country to tell me how to live. Because I know what's healthy for me and what's not. Okay? I don't drink soda. I've been drinking water. I've limited my caffeine intake. I'm not going to eat as much processed shit. And I'm fine. I haven't had the flu in like 10 years. And I've never had the flu. I haven't had the flu shot in 5-6 years. It's just, I haven't. And I'm not saying like, oh, you shouldn't do this or do that. I'm talking about me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm talking about myself. Okay? And I'm going to do it without the system being involved. And you know what? Whenever I die, whenever I pass on, you know what? It was good. But I'm going to live life and cherish life how it is. And you know what the best thing to do for your health is? Stop worrying about shit. Stop worrying about what they fucking tell you. That's the other thing. I don't trust the system in this country because I don't want to lose money because I'm going to have to choose. Now, it's pathetic. You shouldn't have to choose between paying rent and fucking paying for healthcare. You should never have to deal with that. But the system in this country is fucking rigged in that regard because the system in this country is disgusting. That's why all other countries around the globe, even our, Canada, our neighbor to the north, neighbor to the south, Mexico, they all have free healthcare, and they all look at us and say, "Oh, look at how they are." Americans out there calling, socialized medicine, calling universal healthcare fucking communism and shit. It's retarded. But that's what the system wants you to believe. They want you to believe in that stuff because they want you to be a fucking slave. They want you to be a fucking slave and and not think critically. But I am gonna think critically because guess what? I don't deal with it. I would only deal with it if it was absolutely necessary, maybe to save my life or something, but that's it. And bro, you got a cold, you deal with a cold. I had COVID and I had to recover. I had it very early on and I dealt with it. It sucked, but I was fine. I've had all sorts of different things, dude, but I take care of myself. I take care of myself. I don't trust any of these so-called experts to tell me how to do this and how to run my fucking life. I don't do that shit. I don't need some fucking swag to fucking tell me how to run my fucking life. No, I don't. I just eat the right foods and exercise. That's all you can fucking do. Just eat better, exercise, don't stress out. That's another thing. Stop worrying about what everyone else thinks of you. That's the other thing you gotta do. Stop worrying about what everyone else thinks of you. All right, I know I've been rambling for a bit, so let me see if I missed any fucking comments in there. Sup, man, how you doing? Yeah, I read that comment. Education system's under Trump again. Yeah, no, that's how I look at it. The system, yeah, I will never deal with it unless it's absolutely necessary. I would rather be dead than lose all my money, than to lose all your money dealing with this fucking disgusting system in this country. I'd rather be fucking dead. Just pull the plug on me, because if my time's up, my time's up. I will never deal with that. Unless my family was willing to be super, obviously, but I wouldn't even want to wish that on them, I'm here to live my life how I live my life, and no one's going to tell me otherwise. The government it's not going to tell me. I'm a free thinker. That's the thing about me. That's the thing that the system hates the most. You know what the thing the system hates the most is? People who critically think. That's the thing. And then that's why they call you all these names. That's why they call you fucking anti-vaxxer and all these other things. Oh, what? Because I said I wasn't gonna... I never said anything against vaccines. I'm just saying I don't trust them. I don't trust the fucking system. I don't trust that system. I don't trust that system, and I've never gotten the flu shot. I'm not ever gonna get it. I'm never getting it. I'm never getting a fucking another vaccine a day in my fucking life. I'm never getting one ever a day in my life. I'm done. You're not putting any more shit in my body. That's not gonna happen. You're not putting any more of that bullshit in my body. It's not happening. And I'm not saying anything against vaccines. I'm not saying anything against it. I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just saying it's me. That's a personal choice of mine that I will make, and I ain't getting it. Unless it's to protect others from like a deadly disease or something, that's when it's necessary. Unless I ever get rich or something, I ever win the fucking lottery or something. But here's one thing that I do have that is a luxury that I am grateful for. Even though I am far from being rich. I am far from being rich. But if there's one thing I am happy about, I am happy to have my own place and I'm able to do things, come and go as I please and, do everything. Oh, I would. I could be fine. I could be alone for days on end. When Stephen was in Indiana, I was fine. I'm not saying I didn't miss him or anything, I go out with my friends and stuff. I go out with my friends all the time. I go out with my best friend Ryan, and I went out with everybody. But it's the thing about stop worrying. Only worry about those who matter. Don't worry about anyone else who doesn't matter. Now, you guys matter to me because you guys are my homies. You guys matter to me. I love you guys. You guys are my best friends. You guys are my friends. You guys are my homies. Rhodes and Saber and Lion Queen and Simplor and everyone else in here, you guys are all my homies. You guys are always been my homies, and you always will be. Because they're never going to get rid of me. The only thing that's going to get rid of me is if I die of natural causes. And if I ever do, don't rescue me. When my time comes, my time's come. And I'm just saying, I'm going to live my life. I'm not worrying about tomorrow. I'm not worrying about if I'm going to die in 2 years, 3 years, whatever. I don't need health insurance. Yeah, no, I don't deal with that bullshit. I don't deal with that bullshit. I don't care because I'm never going to deal with a fucking... I mean, that's the only stupid thing about some fucking Democrat states. Now, like they want you to have fucking health insurance. That's the only thing I do. I only have health insurance so I don't have to deal with fucking tax penalties, but I don't use it. I mean, I don't fucking use it because I'm never going to use it for anything. I'm going to worry about it. I mean, I'm not worried about that type of stuff. See, worrying about shit is what kills you. Worrying is what kills you. When you worry about things, that's what kills you. And I'm not discouraging anybody. I'm not giving medical advice. I'm not giving medical on anything. I'm just talking about an own personal choice. Anybody, you want to get vaccinated for anything, that's absolutely your choice. I would never say otherwise. Okay? I would never say otherwise. Because sometimes it is necessary for people, especially you work in vulnerable situations. If you ever work in a vulnerable situation, it is necessary. I'm not saying vaccines are, that. I'm saying, no, some of them have saved so many lives. Smallpox vaccine, others, I've gotten stuff and I've been fine, But I'm not doing anything that I don't have to. And if it doesn't impact, me or others, then I'm not going to do it. That's the thing. All right, well, I'm sorry, Creator. You're sending like war peace length messages about things. What's that term you call when someone has to be raising a conservative, liberal, something house and make them believe again? Exactly. I don't know what you're talking about. Bro, in all honesty, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. You got to think for yourself. And that's what we do up in this community. Like, Saber always told me, if he ever has any questions about a country or this, that, or the other thing, he comes to me for that type of stuff, just like you can come to me for the stuff. Because I'm going to tell you guys the truth. I'm never going to fucking lie about any of it. I'm telling you the truth and how I feel. You might hear some facts and you might hear some opinions. You might hear some facts from me, you might hear some opinions. And I don't care that there's someone that really don't like my opinion on something. I don't care. You don't like it? Fuck you. I don't care. Health insurance is the worst thing in the world. Health insurance is the biggest fucking scam ever because dude, insurance in general is a fucking scam. It really is, in all honesty. Insurance does nothing but price gouge you and everything else. Again, it all comes down to the money. That's what it all is. That's what it is in capitalism. Capitalism, it's all about fucking money. It's all about money and getting more money out of you. More taxation is fucking capitalism too. Or at least the way that they do it. They don't do it in a progressive way. They do it in shitty ways. That's how they do it. And I don't sit there and listen to it. I do as I do, and I speak my mind, and out there to help anybody. I'm always here to do that. I mean, I believe in be something, be something. And that's the thing about not being a fucking slave to the system. You got to be something in your community. That's the thing. And that's what we are up in here. Speaking the truth, even if it hurts your fucking feelings, that's the reality. Because that's the reality, and that's what we're missing. And everyone's like, oh, you trust Russia and China more than... Yeah, you bet your fucking ass I do. Yeah, you bet your fucking ass I do. You think I trust Western media? You think I'm going to trust Western media over CGTN? Just look at CGTN. Look at CGTN. Look at how truthful they are. Just look at the respectful interview that they did with the Eritrean president, Isaias Afwerki. Look at how respectful that female reporter was to him on CGTN. Could you imagine fucking President Afwerki on Face the Nation or on some fucking bullshit fucking West or BBC or anything like that? Or something? No, they would fucking talk all over him and spout a bunch of human rights bullshit. Oh, yeah, you say that about China or whatever. Oh, you like China? Yeah, I do. I like China more than fucking... Yeah, I do. I actually do. I mean, I like Chinese culture. I like people from there. I like, their inventions and everything. I have a lot of respect for the Chinese. Chinese have done more for the world than almost anybody. You wouldn't have all this shit in the store and everything else if it wasn't for the Chinese. If it wasn't for China, you wouldn't have, a lot of African countries wouldn't have all this infrastructure. Because you don't see, Western countries don't do that. All Western countries believe in is just lecturing African nations on fucking this and that. That's why Niger ran the French out of fucking Africa. So, it's like one of those things. That's why Niger, Senegal, Mali, and Burkina Faso ran the fucking French out of there. Is when they say, we won't charge you, they stick you with an outrageous bill behind your back. Yeah, exactly. That's the point. I don't know what that's called, dude. Jehovah's Witness, I don't know. I've never even heard of that before. The term brainwashing is a no brainwashing. Well, that's kind of what it is, dude. It's kind of just brainwashing. It really all comes down to brainwashing. And they want to brainwash you into thinking that China's bad and Russia's bad and the DPRK's bad. They're not. They're not. Look at how happy people in the DPRK are. They're happy for a reason. Because they have, in a lot of these countries, they have free rent. Now, granted, I'm my own person. All right, man, have a good one. Thanks for being here. Probably go for maybe like an hour and a half tonight, so probably going to bed because it's probably late for you. Well, it's probably about the same time for me, too. What time is it? It's 11:39 for me. It's like funny, I can kind of look at the time if I kind of scroll down, but I can't scroll down too much because I want to block the stream and, make it fucking lag and shit. So I imagine everybody's been able to hear me throughout the stream. No one's been saying anything to me. But that's me. I'm a free thinker. I know the DPRK is not this bad, evil fucking boo, how they fucking make it out to be. I know they're not. I know they're not because I don't believe in it. Just like I know the same thing about Cuba. They've been demonizing the DPRK since the fucking 50s. The Red Scare never went away. Now, look, even though, I've tried communism and socialism, I've tried it and everything. It was a part of my ideology and shit, but in all honesty, I didn't leave it, or I didn't leave to become center-right because, I want to be a fucking capitalist, fucking war pig or a neocon. No, it's just, everybody tries different ideologies. But it's a personal thing for me. It's the freedom to choose what you want to think. You know what I mean? It's the freedom on how to think. Now, that doesn't mean I'm anti-communist or anti-socialist. Now, just because I morphed into being like center-right-ish, but still I believe in lower taxes on small businesses and small entrepreneurs, and but I still believe in public services. Because great, yeah, we know. And I'm talking about like things like that innovation and, like a balanced approach to the economy and to everything else. But with respect to, I still believe in public services. I still believe healthcare is a human right. Because even like the most right-wing countries in the world all have free healthcare. Like that's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence. So I can identify as that, but I'd still be considered left in this country because, why? Because the U.S. is so fucking right-wing. Center right over in like the Scandinavian nations that I think are fucking lovely. Scandinavian nations are lovely. Sweden, Finland, Norway, and Denmark, and Iceland, and Greenland, and, all of them. Finland, Sweden, Norway, Denmark. They're all fucking lovely, bro. And all of them, they're lovely nations. I have mad respect for them. Just like I have mad respect for all the countries of the world that stand up to U.S. imperialism. The DPRK has always stood up to U.S. imperialism, and they've actually been some of the greatest allies to Palestinians. The DPRK has free housing, bro. Like, the DPRK has free fucking healthcare, and they have free housing. That's why they're so happy. They have universal unions and stuff like that in the DPRK, and they're super happy. But they got to deal with a sanctions regime by a fucking hostile force and hostile forces in the region. They got to deal with fucking, U.S. government fucking satellite states like fucking Japan and South Korea and Taiwan, fucking Shitwan and stuff. DPRK is based. Fuck yeah, of course they're based. DPRK is fucking absolutely based, dog. Just like I think China's based, Russia's based. I think Vietnam is based. I think Laos is based. And I can say that, and like I said, I can try certain ideologies. That doesn't mean I'm grifting or shifting to another side. It just means like Nick, look at Nicholas. Nicholas is center right. A lot of my homies are. You know, it's just because I'm center right really only in like taxation and stuff. And, you know, I look at governors and I think the ones that are doing the best are the Republican ones, the moderate Republicans, obviously. I'm not talking the MAGAs, obviously. I'm talking like the moderates. Obviously, I'm talking like Kelly in New Hampshire, or I'm talking like who we had before Maura Healey came in and fucked us up. We had Charlie Baker, who was the best governor the state has ever had. Although Paul Cellucci was great too, and so wasn't Bill Weld, but I wasn't old enough to know about politics or experience. Actually, when Bill Weld was in office, I wasn't even born until like his last year in office, I think. But I didn't even know about politics or really was even into that shit. So, you know, obviously I'm talking about the moderates, you know, because those are the people that I would vote for at the local level. And then at the federal level, we got to get like other parties in and just, you know, just work between the two and stuff like that. But yeah, DPRK is based. They have a lot of traditional values that I respect. I respect Asian values more than fucking Western values. What is Western values? I don't even know what the fuck that even is. Western values? What the fuck is that, dog? Yeah. You know, I think they are. I think Cuba's fucking based. I think Venezuela's based. Nicaragua is based. Bro, I think Nicaragua is based. That's why they try to smear them. And I will never respect Democracy Now! I will never respect Democracy Now! After what Democracy Now! Fucking said, after what they said about Nicaragua, making up fucking lies with the whole lockdown Larry claim. Nah, that was stupid. Yeah, I mean, I didn't agree with them on that because I don't think that was a good idea. You know, when it came to COVID and stuff, I didn't agree with Charlie Baker on fucking COVID and stuff. I mean, I thought he was a wonderful governor, bro. It's just like Larry was. But, you know, I mean, I didn't agree with them on COVID and stuff. Just like I don't agree with them on fucking, you know, like their fucking, you know, the stuff on, like, when it comes to, like, you know, they always say, like, oh, we stand with Israel, oh, you know, stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't agree with them. You know, I'm like, yeah, I don't agree with them on that one. But I could say the same thing about, I could disagree with them on that and then agree with them on over 90% of the issues, you know. That's a thing. You absolutely can. In fact, Kelly in New Hampshire is probably my favorite governor in the country at the moment. Oh, yeah, she's my favorite at the moment. Excuse me, fuck. Because she's actually like fucking taking on the system and actually doing things good for her citizens. You know, that's the difference. And you know what? Well, look, when I say that, bro, I don't, you know, there's some people that don't like that I say that. They don't like that I praise God. I don't give a shit. That would require me to actually give a shit. But I don't. If I see, now see, that's the part about being an independent thinker. Even if someone else doesn't like them, that doesn't mean, oh, I have to cower down and try to say this, that, and the other thing. No, that's not how it works up in here. You're entitled to your views, just like I'm entitled to my views. That's how it goes up in here. You know what that leads? Like I said, it's called honesty at all times with each other. In fact, if you want to get all technical up in here, and I don't care if this offends you or not, but Kelly in New Hampshire is probably more anti-establishment than almost any of the others right now at this moment. You know, Maura Healey is more with the fucking establishment than Kelly is. Kelly's taking on the establishment, saying we're not going to go the route of Maura Healey, and she fucking, I love how she fucking goes after Maura Healey. Like, it's fucking awesome. That's the only thing I would go, bro, she was my governor, I'd be so happy. Like how, when Baker was my governor, I was proud of this state. Like, I was proud of this state. You know, didn't agree on everything, but, you know, I was happy with that shit, dog. You got to respect that type of stuff. Maura Healey is the biggest fucking failure that the state has ever had. It's a joke. She doesn't even make me proud to be from the state. She doesn't. She's an absolute fucking ass clown corporate piece of shit. And she doesn't give a fuck about you. And if you're going to criticize Kelly more than you're going to criticize Maura Healey, then that kind of says something about you. Just saying. I don't care if you like that or not. Bro, I am not here to cater to one side. Even if the one side is this, that, and the other thing. Like, I don't cater. I do not cater to a side. I don't cater to a side to make you fucking feel good. If I see someone that I like, I'm going to say that I like them no matter what side of the aisle that they're on. That's how it goes. You know, obviously with the exception of, like, obviously, like, fucking actual fucking fascists, you know, like fucking Klans people or shit like that. But, you know, if it comes to some moderate right-winger or something, I mean, bro, I'm moderate right, so what does it matter? You know? I'm moderate right, but the difference is I believe in public services, like, you know, like the rest of the fucking, you know, like the rest of the fucking developed world. You know, like, why can't we have that for us? You know? Why can't we actually do that? And that's why I'm voting Mike Kenley. I'm voting Mike Kenley in Massachusetts. He's the only one he's gonna take on Laura Healey. That's the only one. It's the only one you're gonna get it. And that's all. That's really what you gotta say. But it doesn't matter. Even if you get offended by that, it doesn't matter. I'm saying it because it's because of the truth. So, that's the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is, we see the moderates like that are doing the best job in this country at the moment. Now, I want that New York City mayor to absolutely win in New York City. I want him to win. I would vote for him. Like the Flame Liberation told me about, I'd vote for him 100%. He would get my vote totally. Totally would get my vote. I say he should be in there. He should be in there to take down all of them. I want all of them to be in there to take on this fucking system. You know, it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, you say, but you know, the funny thing is, and it doesn't matter. It's like, even if someone is a little more to the right on things, who cares? That doesn't mean anything. Who cares? That doesn't matter. Hey, wouldn't I still be considered a tanky? Because doesn't the fucking stupid idiot shit libs call tankies fucking right-wingers anyway? I'm not a right-winger per se. I'm just center-right. I'm a moderate. I'm moderate. I'm like moderately conservative overall. But I'm probably left on the international scale, I'm left in American standards still, you know? Anybody is. Who speaks out against their bullshit. So, we'll be going for a bit. So, you guys have any other questions for me? You know, I talked about the topics of the stream and stuff, so I'll go for about 20 more minutes, maybe half. It depends. I'm not going to give a specific time because it depends on how the stream goes. So if anyone has any specific questions for me, feel free to ask. This is the Q&A hour. Now you guys can ask me anything. You know, that type of thing. Thank God there was a cap on that thing, on this. You know what else I've been happy about? I've also been happy about the fact that I don't deal with drama on this fucking YouTube channel. That's another thing. I'm actually happy with the direction that this channel has gone in. That's also another thing that I'm very happy with as well. You're back. Welcome back. You know, like, I never thought about that. Just like putting my phone somewhere. Just like putting my phone somewhere and just laying it down on like some windowsill on some like fucking building that's like closed, and for the night I'm just there fucking ranting and shit. I never thought about doing that. It's actually kind of more comfy. It is kind of comfy, to be quite honest. You know, so for the next like half an hour or however long I go for the stream, I mean, I give my opinions and I give my thoughts. I give, all this other type of stuff. So anybody's got any questions, anything like that, you can ask. But like I said, though, I do draw a limit on talking about Trump. I'm not talking about Trump for hours on end in every fucking stream, though. Like, I've made that position clear, and that's going to be a rule. Not for any reason, because I'm defending him and shit. I'm not doing that for any other reason other than because I'm not going to do it every fucking stream. Hey, Adam, what's up? Hey, Nick, how you doing? How's everything going? I recommend you guys check out this. I recommend you guys check out this stream. Not being pros enough in last Tuesday's stream, dealing with other issues for other reason. No, that's fine, dude. Bro, you're always in here, dude. Like 99% of the time you're in here. You don't gotta worry about that stuff. You don't gotta worry about that stuff. How you doing, Nick? How you doing, Adam? But yeah, but if I had to live, if I had to live anywhere in the world, it would not be fucking here. Not as energetic as I used to be because I've been feeling a bit down today. Oh, I'm sorry. Is everything all right? If you need to message me, bro, you can message me. I'll check. If you need to talk after the stream or something, we can. Because, I'm always here for you. That's what friends do for each other. My friends online, offline, doesn't matter. If you feel comfortable talking about anything in here, feel free. If not, then I understand. Hold on, I'm gonna I just want to put my phone up in the air a bit. I don't want certain locations to be like fucking seen on here, because location shit and whatnot. You can just never be too careful. I don't need people fucking seeing certain locations and whatnot. It's just, like I said, dude, you can never be too careful on the fucking internet. Just saying. Yeah, like I said, bro, if you feel like you need to talk about anything, just let me know. Probably gonna go in my same fucking spot that I went in earlier. Or like, I seem to go in every other fucking Tuesday. Well, dude, a lot of the time I stream at night because, number one, because I'm always, a lot of times on Tuesdays, a lot of times it's my social day where like I hang out with my friends and shit. So a lot of times I hang out with people. What the fuck happened here? They probably spilled something, whatever. I don't know. Don't ever assume people just litter. Sometimes people drop things, it happens. Whatever. Anyway, Tuesdays I go out with my friends a lot. Most of the time I go out with my best friend on Tuesday, so a lot of times I'm often busy, so I stream later, and I get a lot of people in these streams, I get a lot of people later on anyway, so it's not like But yeah, last night's stream was fucking good. And you should see the rant that I did in the stream earlier. I say, I'm not a fucking slave to this system. I don't do this, I don't do that. I said a lot of that type of stuff. I was just making it clear. Is there a part around here? Well, I'll tell you, one good thing about walking around in circles and everything, doing these streams and everything, it does give me a lot of exercise. It gives my fat ass a lot of exercise, I will say that. But hey, no matter how big you are, how look, well, I'll tell you right now, at least we're not fat as the A fucking asshole. All right, you're okay? All right, that's good. Or maybe I could put something over there, but it would have to... Only want this shit facing the trees, Because this is kind of a business district area and shit, so... put on like one of these cones, or whatever the fuck. What are these things, like construction things? Sorry, I know it's kind of dark for a second. Heading into Wednesday, yeah. Oh. Yeah, well. You know what they say, walking is one of the best things for you. These things like fucking... Say anyone... But yeah, I said that in my shit earlier. Where I said, I gave a big fucking rant and shit, big lecture, not like lecture, but it was like it's like, I don't know anything, like, I don't fucking know the system shit, I don't know anybody anything. I don't do this, like, you know, I always come in here with that fucking no fucks given attitude, and you know what, because that's who I am, okay? You know, obviously, I love to, everything I say is exactly how I feel, like, I never put on any fucking act, you know, I act how I act, but I do like to spice things up for the camera, of course, because, you know, obviously I have a persona that I like to entertain you guys with, because I'm known for being a fucking ranting lunatic, because that's who I am. But obviously there's a difference between how I act on camera, off camera, blah, 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 you know, but I come in here with that no fucks given attitude for a reason. And you know what? Like I said, you're a lot healthier. You'll be a lot healthier. Stop caring about what everyone else thinks of you. You stop caring about that shit, because I don't. Because I don't. What if Mike had a llama instead of a camel? Which Mike are you referring to? Which Mike are you referring to? Like, even though Steven and I have a lot of disagreements when it comes to certain stuff, like, he'll come in here and he'll try to challenge my narrative, but you don't see me fucking coming in here saying, get out of my stream. Like, oh, I'm gonna fucking, you know, now you get ready to be in my stream. And you go, no, I don't fucking do that. From Geico. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with those commercials because I don't have cable. I only have Roku. What if Mike had a llama instead of a camel? I don't know. I think a llama would be good, although he would look like fucking Carl Weezer, but from fucking Jimmy Neutron. I don't know, dude. Every time I know llamas, I always think of Carl from fucking Jimmy Neutron. And the other thing, too, about health and everything, I mean, I'm not giving health advice. I'm not one of those types of people, because, you know, I'm not those types of people. But other thing, too, is, you know, always also good hygiene is the best thing for you, too. Because, I'll tell you this right now. I mean, I don't mean to get too personal with certain things. Sometimes, you know, I mean, like, I'll talk about myself sometimes. I mean, I do. But I'm gonna be straight up. Good hygiene is like one of the best things for you. And every time I go out, I never don't fucking shower. Like, I shower all the fucking time. And, you know, one exception, if I'm like not going anywhere, like for the day, and I'm just sitting around doing jack shit because it's my day off or something, then yeah, maybe like wait till like the nighttime or something. But other than that, no, I cannot go out and not have good hygiene. Like, you know, it's one of those things about me. That's also good for your health too. You want to know something about me? I only do this, and I know this might sound kind of weird to some people, and I apologize if it sounds weird, but, you know, like, there's certain things I check, you know, I check, you know, sometimes I do this, you know, sometimes I do that to make sure, even though I walk around a lot like crazy, like, even in these streams and stuff, I'm walking around like, you know, it's like I walk a lot. I try to stay in shape and everything. And I never in my life, because I always, you know, I check to make sure because, you know, health, you know, just genetic reasons. But I've never had foot odor. Like I straight up just do not. Like I could be running around for hours on end on my feet for hours, and no, my feet will never smell bad, like ever, like legit. I know that sounds kind of weird, and I apologize. It's just one of those things about me. I don't. Because here's the thing. If you bathe regularly and you actually take care of that type of shit, you won't have that problem. There's some people, I'm not saying, like I said, like I'm like walking around like on my feet for over like an hour and 10 minutes now, I'm very active and shit. I try to be at least, but it's all about the good. That's another thing that's good for your health as well. I mean, I'm sorry, I know that's kind of weird, kind of random. I don't mean to be weird or random about anything like that, but in all honesty, I mean, that's kind of the truth. Good hygiene, cleanliness are part of my rituals. Fuck yeah, bro, same here. That's one thing that's a turn-off, dude. For a guy and everything, you gotta be fucking clean, dog. Shit, you gotta be fucking clean, bro. So, especially in the summertime, like I sweat like a fucking roasted pig during the fucking summertime. But and every time I do, I cannot get in the fucking shower fast enough, like I just can't. That's just one of those things about me. I don't know, like that's the thing about me. I'm a very clean person, I'm a very neat person. I don't, even when it comes to like my own apartment, my own car, I like being a clean person, being a neat, sanitary person. I'm very OCD, so that probably adds to it. That probably adds to it, but, that's one of those things. That probably adds to it, but that's just one thing. That's just one of the things that you gotta do. But are you still in here, Nick and everyone else in here? Just want to make sure. Like I said, it's just. Yeah, it's a nice night out and shit. I don't know how the hell I'm this hungry at this time of night. It's probably because the more I walk, the more hungry I get. Probably because I'm burning so many fucking calories. Like, bro, that's the best thing for you. You don't need somebody to tell you to do this. Just eat better, exercise as much as you can. That's all you can do. That's the best thing you can do. Best thing for your health is to do that. The best thing for your health especially is to not worry. Cut the worrying out. Stop worrying about what everyone else thinks, That's the other thing that'll make you way happier. The thing that makes people way happier is when they stop worrying about what everyone else thinks. Brushing teeth is not something I do all the time. Yeah, I mean, sometimes for me, it just depends. I mean, okay, if I'm going out or something, I do, but it depends on where you're going, what you're doing, and situations. Bro, it really depends on the situation. I don't judge based on that. Okay, in all honesty, like, when I say stuff like that, I'm not judging. I'm not telling you how, like, just because I do it this way, that means I gotta do this, It's like, sometimes I do have sensory issues, Like, I have some sensory issues with some things. Flossing can be difficult for me at times. Yeah, I mean, it just depends. Everything is. Did I drink all my iced coffee earlier? I must have. I had Rockstar and I had iced coffee earlier, so That's what I had today. But like I said, dude, that's the other thing. You just don't worry about stuff like that. That's the best thing to do. A lot of times the best thing to do is not worry about shit like that. I keep drama far away from this fucking community. That's the other thing I do. That's the thing I'm also happy about that I do. Oh, I just saw a kitty run across the street. I think that was a cat. I don't know. He ran really fast. I don't know what that was. But it looked like a... kind of might have been. There's a lot of cats in this area. Okay, this is the area I'm around. Hey, by the way, the fucking town hall that I screamed, NATO scumbags, get off my lawn. That triggered a certain fucking asshole Nazi penguin. Some fucking alt-right fucking penguin. It's actually right over there. I don't care. Okay, I'm not talking about drama and this fucking shit or nothing, but I reminiscing about stuff like that is funny as fuck. Like, that will never stop being funny to me. I'm like right there. I'm like sitting, I'm like fucking 10 feet away from it. Okay, I can show this part because it's not really showing anything. Like right over here. That's the fucking town right there from the fucking back. All right, it's not showing any like location or nothing. It's just fucking, it's only showing the back of the building. NATO fucking scumbags, get off my lawn. Oh, that's so triggered that fucking asshole. It so totally fucking triggered him. So fucking butthurt. I never saw such a fucking U.S. government fucking ass sniffer in my entire life. Well, except for Seacoast RN. He's another fucking... I was blowing out some phlegm in my lungs trying to stay clear. Oh, no worries. I understand, bro. That's what I dealt with my allergies and shit, so... Trust me. I know what that's like. I was dealing with that shit with I was dealing with that shit with my fucking allergies. Luckily, my allergies are pretty much gone at this point. They last a couple months. It was so fucking annoying. My allergies lasted like a fucking month and a half. It was so annoying. The worst part is I had this cough that just would not go away. And I didn't know what the fuck it was. It was so annoying. Hey, women of the world, if you're looking for a man, go Corrado's. Corrado's looking for one. Go look for him. Besides, I recommend him anyway. He's cute and he's got good stuff. I recommend women go get him. Go get him. Go get him. You'll probably have a lot of fun with him. Sorry, bro. It's the fucking gaydar in me, but I'm telling, straight women, because I know straight women feel the same way as I do, as other gay guys. So I'm kind of recommending that. So go get him. Go get him, champ. That's what I'm recommending. You can't take Nick, because Nick is taken. Can't take me, because I'm gay. And, obviously, you can't take me for obvious reasons. So yeah, go get him, champ. Go get Corrado. Go get Corrado. He's cute. Go get him. He'll tell you. And if I say that doesn't mean I'm hitting on you or nothing like that. I mean, that doesn't mean I'm hitting on you or nothing like that. And don't take it personally if I do. Even if I do, I'm not gonna make advances towards you. I'm not gonna do that because I don't do that stuff. And I wouldn't do it unless, for other reasons, and if it was someone that was okay with it anyway, so it wouldn't matter. You know, that type of thing. It's all about self-respect. And half the time I'm joking anyway. Half the time I'm just fucking around. I'm not, obviously when I say stuff I take seriously, but when I joke around like that, it's not meant to be taken like, and plus that's the other good thing, like, my homies in here know, like, if you're really my homie, you would understand where I'm coming from, and I would, I don't make random advances towards people or do shit like that, because that's not right. Damn, I already been going 80 minutes up in this shit. Man, it feels like it's been going. Man, I don't feel like I've been streaming all that long. It's already been 80 minutes. What time is it? It's already 12:13. Holy shit. So unless you guys have anything else, I'll probably go around 12:30. Because I also want to have some time to myself before Steven wakes up. That's another thing, too. It's not anything against that, but it's just... Like, I'm that type of person, like, I need fucking time to myself. I always need, like, at least a day to myself to not fucking do anything. Like, I always need that. Streams are different because it's not, it's my show, so it's fine. It's something I've been doing for years on end anyway, but I'm that type of person, I need fucking time to myself. And if you're that type of person, if you don't respect my space, that we're going to have a problem. If you don't know when to back off, then that's when we got a problem. And that's not a threat. Well, obviously Steven does, because if he didn't, well, we all know, I'd have an issue. Anybody would. You got to give people fucking personal space. Everybody needs time to themselves, like, they really do. You can't function without it. Just a day to just do your own thing. Just be able to think, It's that thing. Like I said, I could be alone, by myself for days on end, sometimes maybe even months on end. That would not bother me, because I can be very introverted, and I need my own fucking space. I mean, I don't care if living with someone is fine, but as long as you need to give me space, and that's what counts. And if you don't give me space, then we're going to have a fucking issue. That's the thing. That's why I'm not trying to sound self-aggrandizing or nothing, but like I said, I'm glad I was an only child. And if I was, I would have been honest with my whoever the fuck I was with, brother, sister, whatever. I would say, this is my space, that's yours, you need to respect that, whatever. Give me time to myself, this, that, and the other thing, and it's what I would have had to have done. So, 12:16. Narrating some stuff on live again. Yeah, he's just very busy. He works 5 days a week, so he doesn't really have a lot of time. And then when I don't know, it just... I can be pretty introverted at times. Yeah, I'm very introverted. When I'm not hanging with people or dealing with people, like when I'm doing my own thing, I want to do my own thing. I don't need people butting in and worrying about what I'm doing. Like, don't worry about what I'm doing. That's not the thing, Just... That was fucking crazy earlier. Like, who the fuck... It was some person typing in, like, Asian letters or something, and they were, like, in here typing up some fucking Asian letters or something. It was... I don't know. Some people do that. It was probably a fucking... You know how those people go around trying to fucking advertise shit? I'm not saying they're doing it because they're Asian or nothing. I'm just saying they're probably... Anybody's fucking doing it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean they're Asian or nothing. It just means, whatever. They're just doing it because they're doing it. I obviously know not all fucking Indians or Asians or Nigerians are fucking scammers. Obviously I don't believe in that shit. Nah, anyone can be a scammer, you fucking idiot. Anyone can be whatever, you fucking idiot. Now, I can understand I think America has more fucking school shootings than Nigeria has scams. Although that probably is up for debate, I'm sure, but who knows. Nigeria probably doesn't have the fucking mass shootings. Even countries with higher crime rates don't even have they don't have mass shootings. No country really does, except for here. No other country in the world has mass shootings like we fucking do. It's ridiculous. Why? Because it really is. Okay, I'm not one of these types of people where I'm going to blame guns for every problem in the world, but I'm not the type of person that just thinks that, like, being a fucking gun nut hugger like the fucking MAGA is and shit like that either. I think they need to treat gun ownership like they treat cars. If you have to have a license to drive a car, you should have a license to have a fucking gun. Stuff like that, just basic stuff. I think it should be, a balance. Stuff like that. I don't have issues with that. Law-abiding citizens are not the problem. Like, people who actually are licensed to carry firearms and shit, who did it the right way, they're not the problem. No, they're not the problem at all. Like, my dad's a gun owner. One of my best friends is a gun owner, too. I know several people that own guns. That's not the issue. The issue is because they give guns out in this country to fucking practically anybody. In this country, it's ridiculous. Practically fucking babies can have guns in this country. It's pathetic. It's too much. There's too much fucking freedom around guns. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you can't restrict that. It's in the... No, everything has restrictions. Obviously, free speech has restrictions. You can't go in a fucking theater and yell fire, bomb, shit like that. You can't go into a fucking airport and yell a fucking bomb. That ain't free speech. You do that, you get fucking shot. If you did that, that might actually fucking be kind of justified, because, that would be justified, because if you're an imminent threat to public safety, to human life, that would be necessary, but, just like anything, you have to limit, like Dr. Mahathir Mohamad said, you have to, just being absolutely liberal doesn't make you a good society, because that just results in anarchy. There has to be necessary limits to everything, even freedom of speech, freedom of action. Yeah, it's necessary. Everything is about a balance, guys. Everything is about a balance. Everything is about a balance. Just like everything. Everything is about a balance. But government has to know how to balance it right. That's the principle of good governance. Just like you have to have control over fucking money and politics. That's the reason why this country's so fucked up. Because of money and politics. You got to get money out of politics. That's not freedom. Corruption ain't freedom. The freedom of corruption, you're not even free. You're not even prosperous. You're not even fucking prosperous if you have corruption. You're not even a prosperous nation. Look at how corrupt this country is. This country is so fucking corrupt. We're so drenched in corruption in this country. It's not even funny. Oh, this country is corrupt. But I think they rigged the system. This country, if the stats were not like rigged or something, this country would be in the top 10 for corruption without a doubt. But they say, oh no, they're kind of in the middle. No. This country is definitely corrupt in, like, fucking so many different ways. But I think everything. But they say the DPRK is one of the most corrupt. Yeah, I beg to differ. The DPRK has fucking executed people for corruption, dude. China's done the same thing. And I'm not even a big death penalty guy, because, but... what time is it? 12:22. All right, we'll go for 8 more minutes. I am going to cut it here at 12:30, though. So if you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask anything. I would love to meet you guys. Like I said, Saber can definitely come up here. Saber and I would be homies. If Saber lived here in Massachusetts, he's definitely someone I'd hang out with, at least on some occasions. I would hang out with him quite a bit. Same thing with anybody in here. Rhodes, anyone else lived here. Oh man, I'm so hungry. I'm more hungry than I am tired. It's kind of crazy. At this time of night. I'm always so hungry at nighttime. It's ridiculous. But I can't wait to get paid tomorrow. Come on, paycheck. Come on in. It's like, well, no, I'm not saying, oh, I live paycheck to paycheck. Luckily, I don't. It's hard for some people, I understand. Like if Saber comes here, we hang out and everything. We're going to lunch. Lunch would be on me. I would never Saber, I'm not going to make pay. I'm going to pay. Everything would be on me. I would not care. Because I'll do that for my friends. I'll do that for my friends. I'm that type of person. I mean, I am a very caring person. I do care about people, and I'm always there to look out for people and shit. I'm crazy. I can be a crazy lunatic. I can rage like a lunatic, but that's another side of me. And I show that side when, speaking my mind and whatnot, and that's Rhapsody, Rhodes, Ricky. Rhapsody, Rhodes, Ricky. Yeah. Racky Roo. I think you're referring to Racky Roo. Yeah. Yeah, same thing. Just about. Anybody. Any friends, period. My buddy Owen, EJ Jaw, out in Central Mass. Yeah, same thing. I've helped him on numerous occasions. Food and everything, a lot of things. He's helped me with a lot of things, and I'd help him back. That's call me friends and stuff. But that's the thing, dude. Even if, I don't hang out with someone for a long time, I don't just fucking get rid of them and say, oh, fuck you, you never contact me. No, because they're friends, we could go, months without talking, and they could just message me saying, hey, how you doing? You want to hang out? Sorry, I've been really busy. It's like, yeah, of course. I don't go anywhere from people. I mean, several friends, Owen and a few others, they've gone months without saying anything, and then they come back saying, hey, you want to hang out? I'm like, yeah, sure, feel free. Let's do it. Just got to make time to do it, but I always manage to squeeze in something. I'm that type of person. I'll always do that. You as well. Of course you too. Of course. Bro, you're a part of the list. Don't ever think you're not a part of the list. You're included, dog. That goes for everybody, Oh, man, I got so lazy. Usually I'm, walking around. I've walked around quite a bit in this stream, but now I'm sitting on this park bench, and I'm very comfy. Now I don't want to fucking get they all sleep outside. No, not really. I'm not fucking doing that. No reason to. I mean, I'm just comfy and just lazy. I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. I'm cozy. It's like I'm comfy, Yeah, dry skin. All right, so guys, have anything else want to ask me about? 12:27, so probably gonna go in a few minutes. All right, I gotta start walking back. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go. I'm getting pretty tired. Well, get something to eat and relax off camera before I go to bed. Ugh, fuck. Well, my aunt from Nevada's visiting this week, which is nice. I'll probably go see her at my grandparents later today, because it's today at this point. So I'll do that. If it's beating a dead horse, but is it okay for me to say this? Every day is a mating season. I don't know what you mean by that. I've never seen you say that before. What, mating season in terms of what? What, people fucking? Is that what you're referring to? I mean, if you're talking about me, bro, I mean, I got a fucking high sex drive. Like, trust me, dude. I've not to get too personal or shit, but I do have a high sex drive. You know, just one of those things. I mean, what are you talking about? Fucking? I mean, I don't. What are you referring to? Matings? What do you mean by mating season? I mean, in terms of me, mating season is all year round for me. I mean, dude, I'm super gay. Well, I mean, okay, yeah, I mean, I'm gay and I like men and shit, but, you know, but I'm, you know, I mean, I kind of do. I mean, I thought I heard a train for a second. There's this one town, I mean, I can say the name because I don't fucking live there, but there's this town not that far from me called Reading. I would definitely love to go. At Reading, I could definitely go to, the trains go by there a lot, and I'd love to, like, have the trains go by, like, while I'm streaming. That would actually be kind of fun. I don't know, maybe I should go there for a fucking stream. I don't know, I mean, that's a thought. I mean, maybe I could do that at some point. I don't know. The trains don't come by this area not all that much, because the area is kind of, I mean, the train tracks kind of, well, I mean, they do, but they're very old trains. They're like one of those old locomotives. Meet up with a lady friend. No, I said meeting up with a lady friend, we can be in a relationship. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so, because if you're looking and stuff, I mean, maybe it is. Trains are cool. Yeah, they really are. I'm a big train person. I always was. From a kid till birth. Good friend of mine that lives in Florida now, he's actually big into trains too. Trains are fun and stuff. I just wish the trains in this country were better. Like, look at how they are in, like, other countries. Look how they are in, like, the Scandinavian nations and Switzerland and China and high-speed rail. That stuff was cool. You know, that type of thing. Yeah, trains are cool. You know, riding them would be fun. You know, back in the day when they used to be nice. You know, back in the day they used to be a lot nicer. I'm sure there's, you know, there's some nice ones around, but I would like to do that. At some point. Oh, it's like a crescent moon over there. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, there's a crescent moon over there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm a kid at heart too. Don't. I'm a kid at heart too. Like, I mean, I don't show it that often. I mean, sometimes I do, but I do when it comes to, like, cute animals and stuff. I can definitely be like that. Kratos, you're a kid at heart. That's kind of cute, honestly. That's a thing I like in a guy. Like, if a guy is, like, a kid at heart, that's kind of cute and adorable and, like, wholesome, because it means that they're really sweet and everything. And that's the thing I like, is kindness. Like, obviously, you know, kindness is key for, you know, a dude with regards to me and everything. You know, that type of thing. There's 2 cop cars going up that street. Oh my God, I have the attention span of a fucking corn on the cob sometimes. I'm like, oh, what's that over there? Oh, you know, sometimes I'm like that. I've been going for quite a bit. All right, I'll answer like 2 or 3 more questions before I head off. Does anyone else have anything? Like I said, it's kind of cool that I get a lot of people in here. You know, there's a difference between being a kid at heart, being a man, woman, child. Yeah, no, exactly. No, you're 100% right. There's a difference between being that and being a fucking crybaby who gets offended by everything. No, being a kind-hearted person is a great thing, and it's an awesome thing about someone. There's a difference, dude. And a lot of those people that are fucking crybabies who act like spoiled children, they're not even like, some of them are not even like good people anyway. Some of them are like assholes. A lot of them. They'll act like fucking spoiled children. They're not even good people anyway. You did. This might be the first stream I didn't have to take a piss. Well, I did take a piss before the stream. I did have to take a piss before the stream, so I did do that. So all right, now this phone's at 20%. All right, I'll answer a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna cut it here for the night. So, anybody else have anything else they'd like to say or ask me about before I head off? Now think about it. And give you guys an opportunity, because I mean, you can always ask them. I mean, oh. Actually, I have to take a piss now, actually. I'll do it when I get off here in a few minutes. All right, so what you guys got for me? Anything else you like to ask me about before I head off for the night? Okay, you came into this parking lot like a fucking bat out of hell, dude. Jesus. The fuck are you doing? Well, being mentally a child means you've got some serious issues. Little to no morals, no comedy, just being a entitled little bitch who doesn't get... Yeah, no, exactly. That's what my ex was like. That's what my fucking piece of shit ex used to be like. That's actually what fucking Seacoast RN was like, bro. That's what fucking Christian was like. So, yeah, I know what that's like. I don't respect man children or even women children. I don't respect anybody who acts like that. You act like that? Fuck off. No, I don't tolerate that shit. I have no respect. I have no respect for people who act like that. None whatsoever. I have no respect. Watermelon. Oh, yeah. No, I know, dude. There's people like that. People like that gotta fucking grow up. You know the one thing you gotta understand? The world doesn't revolve around you. That's another thing. People gotta start waking up and understanding. Damn, I'm a gassy mofo sometimes. But, so, yeah, I don't deal with it. Just be happy with who you are. Make your own unique character. I'm going to end it with these few words. Piece of advice. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. Build your own unique character and build off of it. Have your own thoughts and have your own opinions. Think for yourself and, think for yourself on all the information and, everything like that. Yeah, pretty much. You know that old saying, to get respect, you got to earn respect. And if someone isn't giving you the same respect, then why would you care about that if they've never given you that same respect? That's the thing. I agree with that. You're right. Make your own unique character and build off of it. That's pretty much how it goes. It's pretty much how the shit goes, guys. Build your own unique character and build off of it. Don't care about what other people think. And anybody who's holding you back, don't have anything to do with them. Anyone who holds you back is not worth your time. Live and let live, and always be yourself. Be yourself and be your own unique character. Build off of it. And don't care what others think. Be your own person. Own thoughts, own opinions. Just be a good person. That's the thing. And the other thing, treat others the way you want to be treated. That's the other thing. Kind to others and all that type of stuff. It all comes down to that. It all comes down to those things. Is being kind to others and, be like that and live and let live. Live and let live. That's all I just have to say on that. Thank you. All right, everybody. I'm going to get going for the night. So, this has been another great streaming week, Monday and Tuesday. So, that's it for this one. Yeah, I agree. You're right, Karita. You're absolutely right. All right, everybody. I'm going to be getting going now for the night. So, thank you all for watching. I want to thank everyone for stopping by. I want to thank Karita, Rhodes, and I want to thank Saber for stopping by. Lion Queen, Simple Lord, everyone else for stopping by tonight. Love you guys. You guys are awesome. Best fans you could ever ask for. Always. Take that little word of advice and everything. And I will be back. Hopefully this week I'll have some more time for more videos, depending on what's going on. So, other than that, I'll upload whenever I get the chance, depending on what's going on. And I'll be back with more soon, including Monday with my next stream. Look out for that, other stuff in the works. Stay tuned for more. Have yourselves a good one, everybody. Until then, stay safe, stay well, stay classy, keep fighting, keep on rocking, take care of yourselves and all each other, and I'll see you comrades in the next one. And Corrado's 100% right with what he is saying there. That's right, bro. You said it. It's all about that. Got to treat others the way you want to be treated. That's the thing. You know that old saying, to get respect, you got to earn respect. So, that's all you can do. Can't control others. All you got to do is worry about you and take care of you. That's what you got to do. And just be good to others, and that's all you can do. You can be you. Be you, and that's what you can do. All right, everybody. Have yourselves a good one. I'll be back later this week, hopefully, depending on how busy it is. If I got some more video ideas, which I'm sure I will. Something pops up, all the times a lot of things do. Always, bro. Anyways, have a good one, everybody. I'll be back later this week with more stuff, depending on how busy I am. But I'll be back one way or another, including Monday, which I'll definitely be back for sure. That's never a given, because I'm always going to stream Monday and Tuesday. One form or another. So, I'll be here one way or another. I'm always here. I'm never going anywhere. All right, have a good one, everybody. I'll be back Monday with my next stream and more videos coming out soon. Look out for that. Stay tuned. Have yourselves a good one. Good night. Peace out. Signing off for now. See you all next time. Have a good one, everybody. So long.